Hi, my name is Rob Wissenant. I'm the creator of MyClickBoss Pro. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a URL link click rotator and show you how to test it. Ready? Let's dive in. First, you need to log into the admin area of MyClickBoss Pro. As you can see, I've already logged in and I'm at the home welcome screen. To add a new click rotator, first click on Click Rotators in the main menu to the left. Once the drop-down menu appears, click on Add New Click Rotator. This will bring you to a screen where you can create a new click rotator. Now, let's fill in the form with the information needed to create a new click rotator to our specifications. The first field is the rotator description field. Enter the description you'd like to use when referencing this click rotator. In this example, I'm going to create a rotator that sends clicks to different search engines. So, I'm going to enter search engines in the description field. The next field is the rotator category field. This field is used for sorting purposes in data tables that display a list of click rotators. We'll not be using this field in this example, so I'll leave it blank. Now we need to select the rotator type. MyClickBoss Pro gives you the choice of two types of rotators. These two types are series and rotate. A series rotator delivers clicks to the first link in the rotator until the selected number of clicks have been delivered. It then moves on to the next link in the rotator to deliver its clicks. This continues until all clicks are delivered to all the links in the rotator. A rotate rotator sends clicks to all links in a rotation fashion. Once a click has been sent to all links in the rotator, it starts again from the top of the list of links in the rotator. This continues until all clicks to all links have been delivered. In this example, I'll be using a rotate style rotator, so I'll select rotate from the rotator type drop-down menu. Let's move on to the next field and select the rotator style we want to use. You have a choice of creating a smart or a dumb rotator. Smart style rotator performs all tests you have selected to determine where a click will be sent and under what conditions. A dumb style rotator ignores all tests except maximum clicks to send to a link and how duplicate clicks are handled. I'll be using a smart style rotator in this example, so I'll select smart from the rotator style drop-down menu. We can use the default action that the type and style of rotator determine how duplicate clicks are handled. We could select the option to send any duplicate clicks to the last link the visitor was sent to. This way a returning visitor gets sent back to the same link he first visited. Or we could select to send any duplicate clicks to the rotator's default URL. I'll be using the default settings in this example, so I will select default from the duplicate click handling drop-down menu. Next, we need to enter the default URL for the rotator. This is the URL that a click will be sent to if it can't be sent to any of the links in the rotator. For example, if all clicks have been sent to all the links, any additional clicks will be sent to this URL. Another example would be if all links in the rotator only accepted clicks from specific countries and a click comes in from a country that is not accepted. In this case, the click would be sent to the default URL of the rotator. I'll enter the MyClickBoss Pro site URL for this example. Let's move on to the next field, rotator code. MyClickBoss Pro lets you use a custom rotator code as an option. If you do not enter one, the program will create a random code to be used to identify the rotator. This code appears in the rotator's URL. I'll leave this field blank and let the program generate one for me. The notes field gives you a convenient place to enter any notes you want to keep about this rotator. I'll be leaving this field blank for this example. Now that we've entered all the data needed to create an empty rotator, we don't want to forget to save it. So click on the Save button at the bottom of the page. The screen will refresh and display either a green or red status box at the top of the page. If all went well, a green box telling you that the new rotator was saved will be displayed. If a problem occurred, a red status box will be displayed informing you of any errors that need fixes. Now that the new Click Rotator has been saved, scroll down to the bottom of the page to the section called Click Rotator Link. You'll see a link labeled Basic Link. This is the URL you will use to send clicks through this rotator. Here, I'll highlight it for you. Now it's time to add links to the new rotator we just created. To do this, we'll click on the Click Rotators menu item if it's not already open, and then click on List Click Rotators. This will give us a list of all the rotators we have in the system. We'll locate the particular Click Rotator we want to add links to and click on its description. Here you can see the search engine's rotator we just created. So I'll click on Search Engine's Description. Once the Edit Click Rotator screen appears, you need to scroll down to the Add New Click Rotator Link section. That's it right here. Let's add the first link to the rotator. In the description field, you enter the description you'd like to use to identify this link. I'm going to have this link go to Google, so I'm going to enter Google in this field. The link URL field is the link you want to send clicks to from this rotator link. So I'm going to enter google.com here. If you need to provide client stats for the traffic you send this link, or you need additional control of the clicks sent to this link, you can create a click tracker first. Then use the link to the click tracker here in this link URL field. The link status field lets you set the status of this link. You can set it to active or suspended. While a link is set to suspended, no clicks are sent to it. So I'll be setting it to active. If you desire, you can enter any notes about this link you'd like to keep in the notes field. I don't have any notes, so I'll leave this field blank. Let's move on to the total clicks to send field. Enter the number of clicks you want to send to this link in this field. After this number of clicks has been sent, no further clicks will be sent to this link. If you leave this field blank or enter 0, no clicks will be sent to this link at all. I want to send 100 clicks to this link, so I'll enter 100. If you want to limit the number of clicks that are sent to this link each day, enter the number in the daily click limit field. Once this number of clicks has been sent, the link will be skipped until the next day when the daily click counter resets to 0. Otherwise, set this number to a very high number, like 999999, to basically not limit the number of clicks to be sent to it each day. Since I don't want to limit the clicks sent each day, I'll be entering a high number. If you'd like to send only traffic from specific countries to this link, you can use the geo-IP targeting fields to do this. You must have installed one of the geo-IP databases to do this though. Here's the geo-IP targeting area. If you'd like to send only traffic from specific countries to this link, enter the country codes separated by a comma in the country codes accepted field. Do not enter any spaces between them. For example, if you want to send traffic to the US, Canada, and Australia only, you would enter US, comma, CA, comma, AU in this field. If you would like to not send traffic from a specific country to this link, enter the country codes separated by the comma in the country codes not accepted field. For a list of supported country codes, see the Resources section of the MyClickBoss Pro User's Manual. I'll be leaving these fields blank for this example, since I will not be limiting clicks by country. Let's move on to the country custom click settings. If you want to define a specific range of clicks to send to this link from a group of countries, you can do this by setting these fields. I'll be skipping these fields since I will not be customizing the clicks sent count by any specific countries. These fields are covered in the manual if it's something you need to do. Let's move on to the device type targeting. It's this section right here. If I want to limit clicks to this rotator link by what type of device the visitor is on, I can do that by using the device type targeting fields. I'll not be using these fields in this example. You can check out the user's manual for details on how to use device type targeting if you desire this feature. Let's move on to the click dates section. If I want to limit the dates that clicks can be sent to this rotator link, I can use the click dates fields to set the starting date and time and the ending date and time. I'll not be using this feature in this example. You can read how to use click dates in the user's manual. Okay, then the final section is click trade data. The click trade inbound code field is an advanced feature. Entering a click tracker code in the click trade inbound code field prevents a surfer being sent from a specified click tracker from being sent back to the click trade partner that sent the surfer. The surfer will be sent to the next available link in the rotator instead. This is an advanced feature that I'm not going to use in this example, so I'll be leaving this field blank. Now that I have filled out all the information for this link, I just click the Save button, add it to the rotator. The screen will refresh and display either a green or red status box at the top of the page. If all went well, a green box telling you that the new rotator link was saved will be displayed. If a problem occurred, a red status box will be displayed informing you of any errors that need fixed. So not to bore you while I add the 2 more links, I'll speed up the video. While I do that, I'll be adding links to Bing and Yahoo. See you in a second. Welcome back. Now that I've entered all the links for this rotator, you can see them in the Click Rotator Links section of the Edit Rotator page. Scroll down. Here it is. You can see we've got Google, Bing, and Yahoo in this Click Rotator. Now that I've created the rotator and added all the rotator links, let me show you how to test it. Many new users of My ClickBoss Pro get confused the first time they test a rotator, especially when testing a smart rotator like the one we just created. So let me walk you through the steps to test a smart rotator. The most important thing you need to remember when testing a rotator is that it records your IP address, so it knows what links you have been sent to. If your settings only allow a person to be sent to a specific link one time, you will not be sent to it multiple times, no matter how many times you click the rotator link. Keep that in mind. This function is what confuses so many new users. Don't feel bad if you forget this the first few times you test a rotator and think it's not working properly. Basically, what we want to see is each time we click on the rotator link, it sends us to a different link in the rotator. Once we have visited each link one time, we should be sent to the rotator's default URL from that point on, no matter how many times we click the rotator link. Of course, if your settings are different, the rotator will act differently. So really analyze what will happen when you click on a rotator link over and over from the same IP address. Okay, now let's actually test the new rotator we just created. We're going to grab the rotator link, copy it into the clipboard, and we'll open a new tab in our browser. Let's see where it sends us first. Okay, send us to Bing. Let's click on the rotator link one more time. Let's see where we go this time. Okay, we went to Yahoo this time. Now for our third click, let's see where it sends us. Okay, we want to write to Google, so we've gone to each one of the links at one time. Now on our fourth click, let's see where we go. Ah, it worked. It went to my ClickBoss Pro site, which was set as the default URL. Okay, let's click it one more time. Look, we went right back to my ClickBoss Pro site, so everything's working. Well, that concludes the testing of the new rotator. If you get confused on how a rotator works with the different settings, just check out the section on rotators in the user's manual. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to create a rotator using My ClickBoss Pro. If you have any questions that you can't find the answers to in the user's manual, please feel free to visit the My ClickBoss Pro support area and submit a support ticket anytime if you need. You can do it night or day. Well, that's a wrap. See you in the next video.